Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Trading Man, and welcome back once again to Kerbal Space Program. I'm actually recording this very, very immediately after, not immediately after, but the day after. Oh shit, that's loud to me. The day after. Oh, there's the satellite that it wants us to install. Holy crap, that's a big orbit. Right. Anyways, because I didn't want to forget what I was doing. Now, we've got the space bucket hurtling towards lunar intercept, and we have another contract to rendezvous a ship, and I need to build a new ship to do that, basically. I need to put together a new one. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna repurpose the Anteater 6 to be a one-person thing, which means get rid of this. Have some science, which I know we did a scientific version before, or at least we stuck a thing on it at one point. But that means we have this, we can open it. We also need command and control. These thruster blocks, I want them. And then fuel tanks. I guess we'll take those. I also do want to put monopropellant there, finally. So, we have done plenty with payload and stuff like that, but there's no good reason why we shouldn't have some stuff, basically. So I'm gonna put this here. There's no good reason why we shouldn't stick scientific instruments on this flight. This thing can get 2.4 tons into orbit. I can't see because somebody's steam thing is cropped up in front of my thing, but this is 1 ton so far. I do want to stick a bunch of batteries in here. But we almost never use that much in the way of batteries, and we're not going to be transmitting. So, I'll stick 4 in. No, I want them to be facing there. Yeah, like that. And then I want some of these. Oh, no, I want fuel tanks. There. Hold on, let me see if I can wedge these guys in someplace better. What does that do? That makes it almost the weight limit. And then how much monoprop do we have? These have 60 apiece. Let's just put 2 of them in here. Sort of like that. And then this is kind of wedged, but I think we can manage clicking on it. Okay. I do want this to go away. And so now we have that. We do need some ports, which for doing that, I'm going to do that, so that they're not in the way of the way out. Let's add a couple ports. There we go. That should theoretically be enough. Where is the center of mass? It's right there, so I should raise these a little bit. Yeah. That's much closer to the center of mass. That's much better. Okay, so we have this now. This is fine. And ideally, this will be fine for getting us into orbit. And I'm gonna stick a solar panel, just one. I'm gonna stick it on the back here. And that way, if we're running out of electrical charge, we can point this. Let's not answer that. We're going to point this in the direction of the sun. Oh, nope, I just want one. I just want one because we need to be able to get out. Close that. Alright, so this is going to be the Anteater 8. To orbit, to maneuver. I don't think that's how you spell maneuver. Whatever. Alright, we're still under the weight limit for this. So that's good. Yeah, I guess we can just launch this. This is 15K. What's, cannot... Oh, transmit science. Let's stick an antenna in here somewhere. Or, like... Hold on. Let's put it in the back. We'll use one of the old styles. Oh, wait. We never unlocked this. I'll use it. And we'll put it, like... Angle it like this. There. Okay, that should work. It won't be the most streamlined thing in the world, but that's fine. Maybe we should add a little bit more fuel to the stage, or add another booster or something like that. I don't know. Alright, anyways. Let's launch. Let's get this thing into orbit. And then we'll go and do our lunar flyby while this thing gets into position. Okay. So, in 3, 2, 1, launch. Let's get into a real quick gravity turn for, of at least some type. There we go. There's our little launch complex. Okay, what else? We gotta get up there. Where is the other probe? Oh, it's right there. It's still going. This thing is actually not in a bad position for us to rendezvous, but I didn't think that out ahead of time. I just am getting this thing into orbit, and we'll worry about the rendezvous later. We may need to bump into a higher or a lower orbit, depending. But we should have plenty of fuel left. No matter what. Bye. The atmosphere is declining. Let's tip ourselves over. We're about to get into orbit mode. There it is. There's some galaxy that we can see. Maybe that's the Milky Way off there. Doesn't really look like it, but whatever. So be it. Alright, I think that's high enough. Actually, it's not. We've got to get this thing into a pretty damn high orbit, huh? Actually, I'm not sure if this has the juice to do it. We may need a more powerful launcher. Check fuel for the stage. It's gonna run out soon. Alright, and we didn't quite get into orbit location. So let's get up there and get ourselves circularized, I guess. Get ourselves circularized. And then we'll worry about getting us into rendezvous zone. Okay. No, I don't want to worry about maneuvers yet. I just want to get us into orbit. Alright, hold on to your butts. Actually, hold on. Prograde. Now stability assist. Boosh! Alright, we've got tons of fuel. If we kick out one side of this orbit all the way to this guy's orbit... Hold on, I've got to set this as target for the future. If we kick part of our orbit all the way out to this guy's orbit, then that's just dandy. That's fine. Space Bucket's heading out there, though. As soon as that changes its location, no matter what we're doing, as long as we're safe in orbit, then we've got to change what we're doing and go pay attention to the Space Bucket. Because we've got to get that contract done where we transmit some science back. Although maybe I could get this thing in Rendezvous if I used the extra fuel on it. Okay, once we're in an orbit, then we'll worry about getting... okay, we're in an orbit. Add maneuver. Let's get this into a sort of location where... Okay, Oh, it's on a weird... Oh, crap, that's right. Okay, we've got to add a maneuver at a node here, huh? I'm trying to remember how to rendezvous, too. Alright. Alright, see, now that's not that bad. Problem is that? No, that's not good, because that's way out of plane. It's doable. It's just not that easy. Oh, hold on. I see this. Are we ahead of it or behind it? Separation 50 kilometers. That's not that good. And this is a... Well, it's a 7-second burn to get us out there, so that's not terrible. Hold on. Let's, node in 2 hours. Either way, we want to get ourselves on... Add maneuver. We want to get ourselves on their plane. So that means adjusting this. And that means getting us kind of close. At least with some semblance of being close. Hide this for now. This will at least get us in their orbit, to some extent. And this is what this is a 21-second burn. I think that's still doable. And plus, we don't even have to worry about maneuvering. So I wonder if it's going to be 2 Kerbal hours until we get out there. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay. Well, we've got to get all the way around there. Hold on. Warp here. Yeah, like I said, no matter what we're doing, once the Space Bucket gets out there and gets captured by the moon, then we have to go pay attention to it. We've only got to do it for that very brief moment. but we do have to do it. Alright, over here. This should be it, because I think we only jumped 2 orbits ahead. You know, right now we're just in a lower orbit. And then once we get into an intersecting orbit, then I can worry about basically waiting for when they're going to line up and doing other things in the meantime. Now, this is sort of the reason why I wish I had Kerbal Alarm Clock, but I don't feel like modding this playthrough. It's not like it'd be that big of a deal, but... Alright, warp here. This is taking better part of a Kerbal day. Maybe I should have just put us on a higher orbit for the sake of it, just to be able to time warp faster. I could have hopped away, time warped for 2 in-game hours, and came back. 21 seconds. That's doable, and I know it's a bit of an overestimate, probably. And really, all we have to do is get close. Alright, node in 1 minute. Alright, our electrocharge is doing just fine. And wait until it says about 10 seconds. There we go. And fire the engines. Alright, we should have enough to do this. And then our other adjustment, because it's not a planar adjustment, should take significantly less delta V. Alright, close enough. Okay, now, the only maneuver we're going to basically have to make is right here, so add maneuver. That guy's almost there. And next time we come around, this is what we've got to do. This is an intersect. It's almost an intersect. And that's a 1 second burn. Separation 1.7 kilometers. Periapsis, oh, 57, we've got to dip into the atmosphere. That's not good. I don't think dipping to 57 is going to do it that bad to us. So let's just go over there. It's a burn in 17 minutes. Let's just go over there. Do this burn, do this maneuver. And then just see what happens, basically. If we fall out of the atmosphere because of, if we fall out of orbit because of this maneuver, I won't be that broken up. All we'll have to do is get back. We'll have to use some fuel and get back into orbit, probably. Or worst case scenario is we fall back to Kerbin, which we can survive. And then we can just take some science when we land, take an EVA report or something like that. Which I should probably do the EVA just so we can get the science portion of the first portion out of the way. Alright, let's see what our separation is. 1.9. You know what? Let me try and remember what the docking controls are. If I switch to docking mode. Is it like... I remember N being an important one. I need to turn on RCS. N, H. Oh, no. It is N and H. N and H is forward and backward. Right, keep an eye on this one, but we actually do have to pay attention to this, because we're going to be dipping into the atmosphere here. Alright. Let's see what this does to our orbit. Let's head for atmospheric entry. Let's point prograde. Jeb, point us prograde. 67, 66, 65. What's our periaps, so I know? 57,000. Our intersect point is getting thrown off a little bit already. You're going to hold on, there may be some re-entry effects. Nope, I think we're going to be making it through actually just fine. Wow, that was a piece of cake. Okay, so periaps is there. Alright, we're good. We're heading back out. How much did we lose? Not that much. And actually, it helped our relative speed, so that's really, really good. And the space bucket's still heading towards its lunar intercept. Alright, let's change control mode back to staging mode. Oops. Okay, we're back in space. And our intersect is much closer. Alright, let's get to our intercept point. There is our target right there. It is 57 kilometers out. And we can watch it come towards us. It's not in rendering distance. I don't remember what it looks like. I'm gonna be honest. But that's fine by me. Oh, it's the kickback thing. That's right. Alright, so let's just turn on regular stability assist. We need to find... There it is. There's... Okay, we can see the target speed right there. Our closest intercept is going to be 1 point... whatever. 1.7, I think, or 1.5. Let's see. Alright, and so we need to cancel our target velocity. Oh, oops, wrong way, other way. No. What? Which way? There we go. Because it was moving so quickly. Okay. Go back! Okay, now I just have to point at the target and go that way. I think we've normalized it as best we can. Yeah, I do have to just go at the target. Alright, yes. No. I'm trying to remember how to do this. We're still moving at 66. Okay. Slow us down relative to the target. Okay, hold on. I need to match his orbit as well, which means bringing mine down in accompanance with his. And that's good because it's lowering my relative target speed. and I'm about to become stopped relative to my target. Okay, the target is 4.3 kilometers away. Check on the space bucket. Space bucket's still going. Okay, and now we need to point at the target and go that way. Okay, we're gonna get there, it looks like. Oh, and I just got a contract thing. Perform a rendezvous maneuver. Isn't nearly as daunting as it sounds. I don't know, I'll disagree with that. It's definitely as daunting as it sounds. I want to come up alongside and make a visual inspection. Oh, this is, of course... Okay, this is speed relative to the target, because we're in target mode. Derp. It's not just regular prograde and retrograde. Wait, no, this way. Reaction wheels will not screw with our... Check on the bucket. That looks like our kickback. Alright, ready? We are in view of it. Where is the sun? We're pretty much perfectly on the dark side of Kerbin, huh? I would have liked to do this in the light. We're just gonna sneak up on it. Just very carefully. Go on an orbital spacewalk near Kerbin. We're gonna do that as soon as we get within poking distance of this thing, basically, because I want to look it over. This is the only quote-unquote satellite we have, so... I also need to keep an eye on how much I have in the way of monoprop, which I have tons of, actually. I was over-prepared, which is not a bad thing. But I was over-prepared, admittedly. And this is, oh, right. Right. We've got to still use, we've still got to use SAS for turning maneuvers and stuff like that, because, in complete honesty, I balance this around having no fuel tank and no main engine. And I probably should have stuck some extra RCS points on here for this eventuality. Okay. We are 40 meters from it. At a more or less zeroed our velocity relative to it. Alright, well, it's time to, let's spin this thing around, face it this way. And here's hoping I don't get stranded in space, but I'm gonna get out. And go look at that thing. Turn on our lights. Oh, that's the wrong way. Down. I wonder if there's any experiments I can do on this. This still got power, right? There's the, no, I don't want that. Oh, you can't do that because you're not a scientist. Alright, well that's not very useful to me then. Now let's get back to... Well, there's our only satellite. Let's get back to the ship. Which is slowly tumbling through space. Because it's got no SAS because we're not on board. And I probably should have stuck a probe core on here. I know we've got something hurtling towards that right there. The moon. Alright, grab. Board. Nicely done. You did it, Jeb. Oh, we got stuff. Yeah, go science. Let's crack this open, do some science as we do log pressure data. Oh, I don't want the battery. I want the gravity. I want the goo. We're going to recover it. I want to log this temperature. I want to keep it. And I want to close. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. Where is our... There's our space bucket headed out there. I think, for now, I'm going to have you sit here. Go prograde. Let's not... Let's turn on orbit mode. Let's go prograde. And then face towards the light side. And then we'll go handle what's going on with the space bucket, come back, and deorbit you. Alright, switch 2. We got another about 15 minutes in the episode here. Alright. I've still got, like I said, I've got a full fuel tank, so I might be able to turn this into another satellite or something. We need to set up a scientist, though. Alright, let's get towards the moon. We do actually have a parachute on this. But if I recall correctly, yeah, this is not destined to come back. I'm gonna keep the engine on it, though. Alright. We're gonna get down to it, and when I get down to it, when I say that, I mean we're really gonna get down to it. So let's get ready to scrape along the ground. Whoops. Practically. Alright. Crack these two open, let's do some science. Actually, it's just the bottom one that's got the science experiments in it. Mystery goo. Keep that experiment. Temperature. Keep that experiment. And barometer. Keep that experiment. Alright, and we don't have solar panels, so we're relying on what we've got here, but let's, I don't know what this means. Alright, require complete. Alright, and transmit. Transmit all. You'd think I could land this if I wanted to. I'm not sure if it's got enough fuel for that. I could try, though. Whatever, it's gonna have a possibility of a lunar intercept every time now. So we've got another contract done. We got those rewards. And very briefly, I will go back to the Space Center. The probe core there is still on hibernate. So... Oh, and my mouse is still invisible, huh? Alright, tourists, satellites, splashdown test, I'll pass on that one. This one. Orbit the moon, return from Kerbin. Alright, I mean, we could probably do that right now if we really wanted to. Lots and lots and lots of parachutes. Test this thing orbiting the moon. I don't want to do that. Lots and lots and lots of tourists is what I mean. I don't feel like doing this one. Especially what happened last episode. Based on what happened last episode. I don't feel like doing that one. Alright. Specific orbit. That's a heck of a orbit. And that's good. That's a heck of an orbit. This one I've still got 405 days on. This one I've got 4 years on. This one I could probably do right now. To be completely honest. With the level of tech that we have right now. But let's bring down Jeb and work on something that's going to orbit the moon. Okay, there's another satellite. And to be honest, I might be able to do this one with the thing that I just sent to the moon. So, I think I'm gonna deorbit you. Fly. Reap the scientific rewards from that. And then go and, alright, get us, switch out of target mode, switch us into retro. And then let's just burn all of our fuel and get out of orbit. No. I want to switch my point of view back to the Anteater. Oh, whatever. No, I don't want to do that either. I want to deselect my target. Alright, no target. There we go. Alright, and we're not pointed at anything, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Alright, good. And let's detach. No? No? Okay. Try that one again. There. And down we go. I don't know why I decided to point prograde. I should be pointing retro. Although, it doesn't really matter because, you know, that doesn't... Nothing matters in time warp. Alright, hopefully nothing explodes. But we will see. Hopefully I land on land so I can take some science. Like an EVA report or something. There's the other piece of debris. That'll come down sooner or later. Yeah, this thing is anything but streamlined, and I can totally see these thruster blocks blowing up. But all that matters is Jeb holds us steady, and we can deploy the chute at some point. Over under on landing on this water? Anybody want to take bets? No? Alright, I didn't think so. I keep tabs on ARP later. That's the only thing that really matters right now. I don't think, well, I mean, it's not... I'm not sure if it's worth keeping tabs on, because it doesn't really matter. If it runs out, we explode and die. If it doesn't, we're fine. There's nothing we can do about it. There's there's no point in keeping track of it. If you worry, then you suffer twice. Alright, nothing seems to be heating up, which is good. When we were coming back from the Mun, I remember seeing the heat shield itself start to heat up, and that was not good. We are going for that body of water, believe it or not. Okay. Safely now, carefully. That just looks cool. Where'd our piece of debris go? Oh, it's way over there. I wonder, again, I don't know how long physics distance is in this game anymore. What if we land on that island? No, we're not. We're gonna be to the left of it. Alright, and nothing even started to heat up too bad. That was really good. Alright, well. Turn off stability assist. We're not worried about the thing flipping over anymore. Are we going there, or are we going to the beach? I think we're going to the beach. I'll take a crew report when we're on the beach. Oh, and we can store data. Good. Alright, you ready? So we're coming down. I'll pop the chute when I think we need to, like I usually do. I've had it set up to auto-deploy before. That's always interesting, because you can set it like a minimum atmospheric pressure. So I could set it to 0.25 or whatever, and it would only deploy when we got low enough. Well, there's the ground. There's cacti. Whoa. A little close there. Plunk. Alright, perfect. Let's take a crew report. And let's keep that. Why not? Okay, and recover. We've got other biomes on this planet to explore if we really need science. And also, I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to take that satellite contract. Alright, 32 science earned. We've got 900,000 funds now. Jeb did not gain any XP from that. Oh well. I've got to send somebody around the Mun sooner or later. Alright, let me get... Okay, specific orbit of Kerbin. Let's take that contract. Just to be a little bit bold. And look at the thing that we've got now. We've still got satellite connections to the Space Bucket 1 and the Launch Air 2. Launch Air 1 is way out there now. Isn't there another one? No, it's just these 4 things. And there's somebody that keeps getting uncaptured and recaptured by the gravity. That might be the Launch Air 2, because it's in a really similar orbit. An escape trajectory out of the sun. That doesn't seem right. Mostly because it's not on an escape trajectory out of the sun. And this one's orbiting the sun. This one's orbiting the sun as well. This one's got the strangest orbit of something that we've made so far. Although, the, Space Bucket 4 probe may end up with the oddest trajectory once we're done. Because it's just sort of a wonky orbit, although it's in plane, so that's nice. Alright, anyways. Let me back out of this. We've got to get that satellite up there. I think we're going to use the Space Bucket 4 probe for that. And what else? We've still got to get that kickback booster out into orbit. I don't know. That's probably going to end up being more expensive. But basically, we just need to strap more boosters to it. I'm okay with that. Alright, well, let's look at this. Let's see if there's anything we want to pick up before the episode ends. Before I end the episode. I say before the episode ends, like it's just something that's going to happen. It's out of my control. It's not out of my control. It's my job. Alright, this does not seem worth it to me still. These might. Just might. We need docking. You know? Where's the first docking adapter? Right here. Clampotron docking port. So we need this, and then we need to upgrade the building, and then we need to get this. Because I think this is important. There's a bigger protective shell. Yeah, I think getting advanced construction is really important. I think we're going to make use of this. And then we should probably upgrade the building, because the next thing I want is docking ports. So, how much is it to upgrade R&D? About half of the money that we currently have. Resource transfer? What does that mean? Okay, well, I think this is fine, because we don't burn through our money that quickly, and we've been accumulating really fast. So, let's upgrade this building. Boom. Look at all that new stuff we've got now. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Train Man out.